My Liberation Day greetings to the staff and students of Excel Public School Mahi. We are celebrating the Liberation Day on November 1st of every year for the last few years. We all know that India got liberated from the British or got independence on 15th August 1947. But even after independence, India got independence, the Pondicherrians continue to be under the French. It took few more years to get the French out of our Indian soil. Puducherry or the Pondicherry is very unique in nature in many ways. You all know that Pondicherry presently has four regions: Pondicherry, Karaikal, Mahi and Yanam. But when the French was here, they had five enclaves along with Pondicherry, Karaikal, Mahi and Yanam. One more territory in Bengal known as Chandranagore on the banks of river Hubli. The territory near Hubli in Bengal was ceded to the Indian government by the French as early as 1951. We all know that Indian freedom movement was spearheaded by Gandhiji and the Indian National Congress. Likewise, when we look into the freedom movement of Pondicherry, each region has had its own style of struggle and different leaders. Each region has its own leaders. Each region had its own leaders. If you speak about Mahi, the Mahi freedom movement was spearheaded by Sri I.K. Kumaran Master and Mahajana Sabha. We can see that while the struggle was going on in Mahi, concurrently the freedom struggle was also going on all the other regions like Pondicherry, Karaikal and Yanam. Though the struggle was not coordinated by any single leader, concurrent activities were happening, and struggle more or less was on the Gandhian pattern, but here and there some violent incidents also took place. You should know, when Mahatma Gandhi visited Mahi in 1934, he made a small speech at Puttalam temple where he was given a warm welcome. I would like to quote few words from his speech, which has lot of political meaning and a message. Here I am quoting. Today on my way here by car, I stepped off at a spot and walked for some distance. I saw no difference between the people residing in French territories and those in British India. But I saw a slight difference between the police in the two areas. The British police have red caps and the French police blue caps. Whether the government are British, French or Portuguese, they are foreign. They should all quit India. India is one and indivisible. The message is very clear from Gandhiji. Actually, this message has influenced the freedom struggle of Mahi, and it has given an impetus on the activities of the freedom volunteers. We should know now why November 1st we are celebrating as Liberation Day. Though each region, that is Karaikal, Mahi, Yanam and Pondicherry, had different dates of liberation from the French. Following an agreement between the Government of India and the French on the issue of merger of the French colonies with Indian Union, a referendum was decided to be undertaken. The referendum, as agreed to by the French and the English, has to be voted by the municipal council members and the representative of the Assembly of Puducherry and Puducherry on 18th 1954 at Kirur near Villanur, with slips given the printing as OI and NO. That is, those who are supporting the merger with the Indian Union shall hand over the OI to the presiding officer, and those who are not supporting the merger will give the no card to the presiding officer. And after the referendum, we can find that out of the 178 members who voted, 170 members voted in favor of the merger of all the French territories with the Indian Union. And what happened after the voting? An agreement was made between the French and the Indian government that a de facto transfer from 1/11/1954 will happen, and all the French colonies will be part of the Indian Union. I have earlier stated there were agitations going on for the freedom in all the territories. We should remember with gratitude the freedom fighters who got us the freedom from the colonial bondage. The stalwarts of the freedom movement of Mahi, I would like to remember Sri I.K. Kumaran, Sri P.K. Usman, Sri C. Bharathan, Sri P. Sishupalan, Sri P.K. Raman, P. Kumaran, Sri Michilod Bharathan, Sri Mangalad Raghavan, Sri Kumai Raghavan, Sri U. Vijay Raghavan, Sri Nallakaran Achudan, Sri Ammanjeri Bhaskaran, Sri Kottayathil Ananthan Nair, etc., etc. I'm just naming a few only. There were hundreds of volunteers, and these people were spearheading the freedom movement in Mahi under the banner of Mahajana Sabha. Even though they had the support of the Indian National Congress from the Kerala and other parts of the country, the movement was undertaken by the Mahajana Sabha volunteers. I am trying to recollect the names of Sri K.B. Menon and Sri K. Kelappan of Kerala, who were staunchly supporting the freedom movement in Mahi or the Mahajana Sabha. As far as the freedom movement which is happening in Pondicherry and Karikal, it was mainly headed by leaders like V. Subbiah, D.K. Ramanujam, Chandrasekhar Reddy, etc., and many other volunteers. At Karikal, I would like to remember Sri Arangasamy Naikar, Sri Subramaniam, Sri Ambika Sundaramurthy, C.C. Xavier, Sri Rama Srinivasan, etc. To my mind, in Yanam, one name of Rafael Ramayya comes to me as the leader of the Yanam movement. In Yanam, more or less in Mahi pattern, the administrator's bungalow was captured by the volunteers, and they got the liberation. There were many major incidents which had impacted the withdrawal of the French from Mahi and the Indian soil. One such incident in Mahi is known as October Revolution. Actually, on 21st October 1948, the French agreed to have local body elections, for which Karth, that is an ID card for the voter will be supplied to the voters, and on production of the card only one can cast the vote. The Mahi Municipal Administration consciously they avoided giving such cards to the merger supporters, and also manipulated the names and addresses of the many of the merger supporters cards. Furious of the action by the municipal authorities, the Mahajana Sabha volunteers marched to the Mahi municipal office demanding the supply of the card, or we can say as an election card. But the municipal authorities did not heed to their demands, and they scattered there as in a satyagraha mode, and they didn't respond to their demands of the volunteers till the closure of the office. The Mahajana Sabha volunteers did not permit the office staff to close the office. Instead, they had quarrel and had a scuffle. In the scuffle, some of the municipal staff, some of the police people, some of the volunteers of the Mahajana Sabha were injured. In the meanwhile, some of the volunteers entered the municipal building, took out some of the records and threw out on the roads. And some were also burnt down by the volunteers. In the meanwhile, somebody attacked Sri I.K. Kumaran, who was undertaking the satyagraha at the municipal office. Later on, he was shifted to the nearby house by the volunteers. Here we have to note that the mayor, who is supposed to be in the municipal office, did not turn up till the evening, and the volunteers became agitated about the inaction of the municipal authorities. They started fighting. By the time the administrator of Mahi, the police officer, that is the commissar, and his police personnel reached the spot with loaded arms. It is said that one of the volunteers, Sri Mangala Raghavan, challenged the police to fire on them. Eventually, the police and the administrator left the scene without taking any action. Later on, the volunteers marched to the police station and made the police people to surrender their arms, and the police people also surrendered. After the capture of the police station, the Mahajana Sabha volunteers marched to the administrator's bungalow and made him also surrender. Later on, a defense council headed by Sri I.K. Kumaran, consisting of Sri C. Bharathan, Sri Mangala Raghavan, Sri P.K. Raman, P. Sishupalan, Sri Paramal Kumaran, Sri Pondiya Dandan Nair, Sri Michrod Bharathan, Sri K.P. Abdul Kader, Sri Kumar Raghavan, Sri P.V. Anandan was formed, and they hoisted Indian national flag at the premises. The action taken by the volunteers of Mahajana Sabha on 21st and 22nd October 1948 is known as October Revolution as far as Mahi freedom struggle is concerned. After hoisting the national flag at the administrator's bungalow, the administration was conducted by the Defence Council, but unfortunately this cheer did not last much. By 27th of the same month, a French ship reached Mahi along with a lot of armed forces, and again Mahi fell into the hands of the French. Another incident which we should remember is the arrest of Sri Kirloth Usman Master on November 3rd of 1948 from his school premises at Pallur and Nalgara area. That was a very cruel action taken by him, and he was arrested in front of his students and his colleagues. Another major development in the freedom struggle of Mahi is the final march of July 14, 1954. The Mahajana Sabha, along with the support of the leaders like K. Kelappan from Kerala, it was planned to have a big march to Mahi, crossing the Mahi river, led by Sri I.K. Kumaran on 14th July 1954. After hearing the news, the French administration had few rounds of talks with the Mahajana Sabha leaders on the question of quitting Mahi by the French. But the terms and conditions of the French was not acceptable to the Mahajana Sabha volunteers. After the few rounds of talks, as they have failed, the Mahajana Sabha volunteers marched to Mahi, crossing Mahi river with the blessings of Sri K. Kelappan and other leaders of Kerala. And it should be noted that a lot of police personnel were posted by the India government at the Mahi river on the Indian territory. On conclusion of the march at the Mahi administrator's bungalow, the administrator who came out from his bungalow informed the Mahajana Sabha leaders and volunteers that they are ready to move out of Mahi on 16th of July 1954. So eventually, after the leaving of the French from Mahi on 16th July 1954, the administration was taken over by the Mahajana Sabha volunteers, and a committee to administer the Mahi administration was formed by Sri I.K. Kumaran being the first administrator of Mahi. So actually Mahi got liberated on 16th July 1954, and the de facto transfer of the territory was on 1/11/1954. Till such time, the Mahi administration was run by the Mahajana Sabha volunteers with his leader I.K. Kumaran. It may be noted that concurrently actions were happening, agitations were happening in the other parts of the French colonies. It may be noted that during the referendum at Kijur near Villanur of Pondicherry, out of 174 members, 170 members voted in favor of the merger of French territories with the Indian Union, and a de facto transfer was made on 1/11/1954. Now we have presently 2-3 dates to remember. One is the de facto transfer of 1/11/1954, the issue transfer day on 16/7/1962, and various other dates for the liberation of each territory. The government of Puducherry decided to celebrate the Liberation Day of Puducherry, but these dates like 1/11/1954, 16/7/1962, and other liberation days were clashing. So the government formed a committee, and the committee was requested to decide on the day on which the Liberation Day has to be celebrated. The committee, after going through the historical events, finally concluded that on November 1st, Pondicherry will celebrate the Liberation Day. Based on the recommendation of the committee, Government of Puducherry is nowadays celebrating Liberation Day on November 1st every year for the last few years. I would like to dwell upon you students that the hard earned freedom has to be safeguarded at any cost under the constitutional measures. It is said that eternal vigilance is the price of liberty. Thank you all. Thank you very much.